This is a HeadGum podcast.
Work. Test 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. How do y'all sound?
Hey, all right.
You ready?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Like my life's on display like Truman.
You look like you're about to rap,
Yeah.
not podcast.
Okay, and I give you back the mic with one more chance.
Can you believe we haven't podcast in 4 weeks?
Oh, really? Has it been that long, man? It feels like it.
You kind of jumped into a low-key Michael Jackson right there.
You know, man, I really feel like I really feel like that's what I was supposed to do.
Michael, I'm your older brother. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're more talented. I don't care if Dad loves you more, even though he looks like he doesn't love you.
I understand.
I think he's just trying to make a lot of money off of you. If you want to be real, we can. No one in the family likes you.
Okay.
You got lucky. All right, something fucking...
Is it my nose or?
No, it's just you as a person. You're fucking annoying.
Well, okay. Is it because I outperform you guys at every obstacle?
It has nothing to do with the skill set thing. We're not jealous at all. We just low-key don't like you.
All our afros are all the same shape and size.
Yeah, see, but that was the stylist's choice. I don't want to look like you. I don't even want to be in the same room with you half of the time.
You got to... Whoo!
This is the motherfucking She Didn't Text Back, where Will and I let go of some aggression, and this is a therapy session. I feel like I have a lot of spit in my mouth right now. You ever feel like that?
I feel that way often, too.
I think that's being dehydrated.
Yeah, that is being dehydrated. I wish I could add something right now. I just don't really know what it is that you're trying to get out of me.
I'm trying to get the truth. I literally feel like I have too much spit. It's hard to speak. It's like I'm being serious. Maybe this Thai iced tea. What have you been doing in the past 4 weeks?
Past 4 weeks. Darren, I've been catching up.
On what?
Myself.
How's that going?
I feel like I spent some time away and I was learning about the world a little bit more, but I feel like I've gotten back into my groove with work.
When you said you spent some time away, what time period was that?
Past couple months.
So prior to this last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like, I was always working, but I was jumping around into a lot of different things. But I feel like I found a center.
How'd you find that? Perseverance? I don't know if I really know what that means.
I feel like I'm blowing this one, man. What do I do?
Just be you. That's really... Anytime you're concerned, anytime you're unsure what to do, just be you.
Okay.
I think if you be you, you'll be good.
Okay.
Because, that's what counts.
Okay.
Because people can sense when you're being genuine. Are you ready? Here we go. Welcome back to the She Didn't Text Back podcast.
Hey, everybody.
With William Haynes and Darren B.
Hey, Darren, the other day I was parking into my parking spot, and I was thinking, if I hit the car that's next to me, and I hit the car that's also next to me, I'm just fucked.
Yeah, that's why it's bad to hit cars.
And that's why I'm good at driving now.
Because it gives you anxiety and stress.
Oh, yeah. And so we have a tandem parking spot. And the two cars next to me are two very nice cars.
Very nice. I don't know why you have that nice of a car if you live in an apartment.
And how do you have two of them? And
you're in the valley. We're not in Beverly Hills in apartments.
We're in the fucking valley.
We're in the valley.
Yeah.
And you're driving a fucking G-Wagon. All right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because of that would make me so nervous all the time. And I learned that in order to get good at driving, you have to just be like, all right, I'm doing it.
I don't know. It's weird. I've hit something once. Did I? When I got my Scion.
Yeah.
The first day. The first fucking hour I owned the car, I crashed it.
That's
into a pillar because I was fucking...
I feel so bad for you.
I was anxious. I shouldn't have bought the car. I had no fucking money and barely anywhere to live at the time. And I crashed it. And
Why is that, though?
Why is what?
How did you crash it is what I always...
Because, for one moment, while I was backing up out of the parking spot, I was, anxious. I shouldn't have bought this car. So I was, freaking out. So I wasn't just... Normally when I'm driving, I'm thinking of other shit, but, I know I'm driving, so I have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pretty good driver. But that moment, I was lost in my thoughts. So then I hit the fucking pillar, and a guy behind me watched me do it, and I don't think I've ever been that embarrassed in my life. I was crushed.
Yeah, I would be too.
I got out of my car and I ran down the street because my sister was walking to the grocery store, and I was like, "Fuck!" I think I was like in tears, and she's like, "What the fuck? You just said bye. What happened?" I was like, "I fucking totaled my car," and she like, totaled means fucking you can't drive it. It's wrecked.
Yeah.
Definitely did not do that. But I was fucking panicking. So then we like ran back to my car, and she looked at it, and I mean, you saw it. You remember,
Yeah,
it,
I
right?
remember.
It was kind of bad.
It wasn't that bad.
But she was like, you're fine. Like, yeah, that's embarrassing. That's your first day, but you definitely didn't total your car. And I
Yeah.
was like fucking sitting on the sidewalk. I was like, don't tell Jake. Don't. I was embarrassed.
Man.
That doesn't happen to me.
I've been thinking about cars a lot lately, and like kind of extend your personality. And I feel like mine doesn't match me anymore. And I was just thinking about your old Scion did match you.
At the time.
Yeah,
I don't know. Why is that, though?
because it was tall.
Oh, tall, boxy, a lot of space, but nothing in there.
No, but nothing in there.
Is that like I'm dumb?
Yeah.
At the time, I was dumb, huh? So what did your car mean when you first bought it?
Give me one right now.
Your current car, the car you have now?
Yeah, I was like, give me one right now.
Oh, give
Yeah.
me anything.
Yeah, I was like, I need a car.
I'm just grabbing.
And I got played by the fucking guy who, do you remember he was, okay, so here was his tactic. I showed up and I was like, hey man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I got a lot of money I saved up for my whole life. And then he was like, oh, look, you know what? I think we might have some cars that could work for you. So he takes us to see this shitty ass piece of shit car. And he's like, yeah, man, I think this is all I can do.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the car right before.
Yeah.
He showed you the worst.
Yeah. And you laughed.
Yeah, I straight up laughed.
Yeah.
And I think he was like, I mean, sometimes, you got to start with a bad car. Like,
Yeah.
you were going to drive off the lot with that fucking
Yeah.
bucket.
And he was like, that's all we got. Y'all got a lot full of shit. I see cars everywhere.
I don't know. Where did they even find that car? Because that's the only thing that would have stuck out. We would have saw that
Yeah.
car. This was a shit car.
This is part of his trap. That's a car that they say, hey, this is the decoy.
This is the junkyard car.
This is what you tell him he can get for his money. Like, this is the best we got for that amount of money.
I'm sorry, sir, if your credit's bad and you only got that much. This is what you got.
Yeah, right. And then the next thing he duped me on, I was like, okay, if you are the kind of person that wants to buy a car, buy a car. If you're the kind of person that's like, I want to have a different car tomorrow, get a lease. What I did was I said, hey man, can I have a lease? And he said, okay, let me take you to the office. You sit down right there. I sat there forever.
Yeah, we sat there for a while.
Yeah, and he came back and went, you know what? Can't get you this lease, man. It's just not working for you, your credit.
Did he even ask questions? Because I
No.
feel like we were sitting in his office and he was somewhere else, probably like
Yeah.
eating donuts, drinking coffee.
Yeah, he was like totally about being an asshole.
I thought of one of the June 5th lyrics.
What was it?
That's just a sign. I'm a villain in this world of heroes. I'm 100 in a sea of zeros.
Oh, that bitch?
Yeah, I thought about that when we were waiting to buy your car. Anyways, so then he pretty much sets you up because he brought you really low. He showed
Yeah.
you the first car, the only car that he thought you can get. Bucket.
Yeah.
So then you're feeling shitty. You're like, God damn, if I can get anything other than that, I fucking struck gold.
Yeah.
So then he brought you up to a Ford, like fucking
2013 Ford Focus.
and he's like, dude, this is great, man. Like, you know what I mean?
63,000 miles.
It's not that bad, really. It's not that bad. And what is it? 2015?
Dude,
That's only a couple of years.
let me
like,
show
know,
you. You like to play music? You do Spotify? You can plug Spotify right in here.
You like rolling your windows down? Look, you got the button. I mean, don't jump in the back.
yeah,
because
the
then you'll
two
have
seats
to roll
in the back,
it.
they
But,
don't have electricity on them.
But don't worry, when you own the car, you drive it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be in the back.
Dude, you're going to be able to drive as far away from your parents as possible.
You want to go to the beach right now? We could go. We could
We could go.
You want to go to the bank?
Okay, here's the real sketchy part. Do you remember? I had decided to get that car, and then the guy was like, all right, I'm going to go to the bank with you.
No. He drove us in his car
In his car.
to the bank,
To the bank.
which is like, that's a bad sign.
And yeah, that was a bad sign.
He needed to make that sell.
And he was like sweating the whole
Yeah.
time, like looking around, like being like, okay, let me not get seen by
He
anybody.
was a sketchy motherfucker.
Sketchy as
Like,
fuck.
if you have to drive them to the bank, you're doing
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah,
Like, I've never had that offered to me. He needed to make that sale.
he really did.
They work off commission.
That's
so-
why I don't feel bad, because he had a kid and all that. And I'm sure he's just a person.
He had a kid? How do you know?
Yeah, he was talking to me. He gave me the look, man. I'm fucking you over because of this reason.
Oh, you've been hanging out with him the last 2 weeks.
No.
You hit him up, huh?
No, I remember just at the time he was.
I
just,
don't
like,
even remember
talking
what
to
he
me.
looks like.
I do.
Really?
Yeah, because he reminded me of a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
But
Was his
yeah.
name Ryan?
I don't remember what his name was.
I just made that up. I don't.
But he definitely was the type of guy to be named something
So
like that.
when
not
you
the script.
first brought out the Ford,
yeah.
were you like, holy shit, I just hit the jackpot? Like,
No,
what were
well,
you
yeah,
feeling?
I was like, wow, that's pretty good. But I didn't like the color because I wanted a black car. But
Did you even ask questions though, or were you like, yeah, I'll take it?
no. Oh my God, me now? Okay, there was a video. This was one of the anchorage points of my life. Is I took our camera and I put on a 18 to 55 millimeter lens on it. So it was like, for some reason, it wasn't.
In focus?
No, it looked like the type of video, like it's like a vignette. It was like a really
Oh,
deep-
yeah.
because it's not the right
sensor?
size for it. Yeah. And I put that around my neck one day because I had to go talk to them about I had to go back to the dealership months later because something was wrong with my car.
Because they fucking duped you and gave you a fucked up car.
Transmission. The
Yeah.
transmission in this car was fucked up. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're listening to this, you know I'm stupid. Okay, so I had to go back months later, and I was so like mad that they made me do that. So I decided I was going to record it for a video. Did I ever tell you about this?
Yeah, I think I watched the raw footage.
Yeah.
Only some of it though.
Yeah, and I learned, and what I did is I put it around my neck, and I just pressed record, and I went up to people because it was right on my phone, on the phone with my dad, because my dad said to me, he said, you know, when they put the camera on you, then you could just say anything you want, because I was shy at the time, and I realized at that
Oh,
moment,
yeah. And he said that when I was at your house.
yeah, that's when he said it,
Yeah.
and at that moment, it hit me that like. I was like that, and I didn't want to be like that anymore. And I needed to be my on-camera self in real life, so I
so
did
you
it.
fucking brought a camera.
So I did it, yeah. I know.
Sometimes you got to be literal with the shit and just do it.
And
Like,
it fucking worked. I went in there and I was like, "Hey, y'all, I need you to help me out right now." Like, I really went.
what did they say?
They were very respectful. They were very respectful to me.
Didn't you? I mean, you still got fucking screwed because you had to pay a lot of money. But didn't they knock off a couple $100?
Of what?
Remember, you had to pay a lot to fix it. But then
Oh, yeah.
they knocked off like a couple $100.
That's a whole nother story of what happened. What I went in to get one thing fixed, and he was like on the end of the phone. Okay, if you're ever talking to the guy at the dealership on the phone, and he's like, "I work in the shop. Look, man, I'm real busy. What do you want fixed?" And you get your shit fixed that you came to get fixed. Leave, because he'll get you on the phone and he'll say, "You know, your transmission is off by 24 and 1.5 quarters."
Why do you think mechanics do that? It's like I went in
they
there to
know.
change my tire.
Because they're people and they need to make their money. And they have tactics. Oh. That's their version of, I'm going to make a beautiful thumbnail.
You know, the weird thing is like if you go to H&M and they try to sell you some other shit. Hey, do you also want to check out our perfume that we
Yeah.
just started? You can just be like, no, because you're well equipped in the perfume cologne area,
Yeah.
at least to a small extent. Mechanic, I don't know the fuck
Yeah.
anything about cars. So like, if you tell me that the Fibrillarator is about to blow up, I'm gonna be like, okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
So he can charge me a lot.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to also be like a kind of guy
Yeah.
and know all the shit.
That's why you gotta, yeah.
I swear. Okay, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I took a bong hit.
Yeah.
All right. I took a bong hit in my room, prepped for this podcast. Will came in, and now I think my mouth is cold. My throat is cold, and I think I'm too high.
No way.
I mean, not like scary high, but just like I feel like I'm too high. I'm trying to have this conversation with you, and I'm trying to catch up, thinking that this car thing happened today. But no, this happened like.
No, maybe, okay. Well, bear with me. I'm
right.
here, your friend, and everything is always okay.
Why do you think that we started talking about the car thing?
I was upset in my own life, and I needed to talk about something that made me angry once.
You said that
Now I
you-
feel better.
You said you found yourself, and then I asked you how you got there, and then we landed on the car thing. I don't know if you ever answered that
Oh,
question.
wait, what was the first question?
How you said in the past 2 weeks you finally got back to it, and I asked how do you find that,
Oh,
and I don't think we ever answered that.
I feel like I've gotten him back into my mindset because I just realized that I always want to have a show.
Well, like, what do you mean?
I always want to have a show.
Like a live show?
Just any type of show. I need to be on a show.
Oh, TV show.
Yeah, I have to be. That's where my energy is. Like, I have too much energy to sit down and do something. So, like, I have to.
Is that a bad thing?
This is why a lot of people get into trouble because like back in school they like me like have a lot of energy and they don't know what to do with it, so they get up and are mean to the teacher, and which sends them back into the system, which just makes things worse and worse. I didn't get like this until I got older. But yeah, I just have a lot of energy and I want to spend it there. What have you been up to the past 2 weeks?
Do you think any of those kids are in jail now?
So many kids I know are in jail and dead.
You think so?
I hear about like honestly, like not even joking. Like I hear about people dying all the time.
Damn, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but
I think I've only been I think like, I mean, that I know of. I don't often go looking at the people in the past to see if they're dead.
yeah.
To be frank, I don't remember any of their names. I don't remember any of my teachers' names. But the point being, I think I only know like 3 to 4 people that have died from like my childhood as far as like school goes.
Yeah. Luckily, it's been mostly just like classmates and things.
Wait, why is that lucky?
I mean, because it wasn't like my family or anything.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
that is pretty lucky. I'd
there's-
rather have a classmate die any day than a family member.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the truth.
I've heard it called this thing called survivor's guilt about feeling like bad about it.
Like if you survived 9/11
Yeah,
and then you have guilt about that?
Yeah, because
Wait, why? Like how come I survived but the other people didn't?
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty terrible.
yeah,
That's like post-traumatic stress, I think.
I've been thinking about it a lot recently, and I've been thinking about where I came from, and I was just thinking like I didn't realize it, but this is an unlikely story.
What do you mean?
Like my life.
Why?
Like if you go back to where I'm from, and you say like, oh, I moved to LA, they're like, what?
Right.
Like I don't know. I feel like I've been so blessed to experience this whole nother life.
And it's the interesting thing is it's like only the beginning. So like imagine being an adult and
I know.
like a 35-year-old.
I
What the
can't
fuck?
imagine that.
What kind of adventures and things are you gonna experience by that time?
And like I get border and I have to do more and more to entertain myself.
Because I mean, we were talking earlier. A year ago, we threw a party for Steve.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
So much. We have emotionally developed years.
Maybe I feel like honestly, almost a different person.
I 100% feel like a different person a couple times over.
Right? Isn't that weird?
It's like it's because I remember during the time I accepted to myself that everything about myself may or may not be correct, and because of that, it's a very scary place to go. But I've just learned that like, oh, I might be wrong. Like even when I'm talking to you guys, you might think that like I flip flop sometimes, but I think I just like, oh yeah, I'm wrong, huh? I just do that.
Or you learned and then you just
I don't spend any time dwelling on it. I just go,
see, when you always say that you overthink things.
yeah.
I try to understand because like I overthink different things, but I don't
Yeah.
know if that means I'm dwelling. Like, does overthinking equate to dwelling?
Yeah, well, okay. I've learned about it physically. The last time on the podcast we talked about overthinking, I've learned tremendous things about it. I've learned what it feels like physically. When you're like this, and you find yourself you have a facial expression on that's just sad all the time, you're gonna keep going deeper and deeper into a thought.
So what do you do?
You have to do something with your hands. Like, I know this sounds super like rudimentary, but like once you like, for me personally, once my brain starts going to places that are like, just like, why am I thinking about this? It's like 2 a.m. Just got to pick something up, do something else, focus. Yeah.
Do you think that's why people like video games?
Yeah.
Because you can get lost in that world.
A lot of people with a lot of anxiety like it too, because when I've been trying to learn about anxiety, and I think it's just you have a lot of, you need to, there's so many different, okay, we're not even going to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Life is good. There's no such thing as anxiety or nervousness or depression. That shit ain't real.
Do you remember the thing I said the other day? I said, I burnt all my self-esteem on the mic today.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What do you mean?
It's like, you know, like sometimes you might feel anxious because there's an emotion that you have a full bank of that you need to spend. And like sometimes like you need to just spend it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you overspend it.
That's something I've never thought about.
That's why, remember at the Comedy Store when you went up to that guy and you were like, hey, you're funny. And he was like,
Yeah. Thank
thanks.
you.
It's because he's overspent it.
Yeah, because he's just like, what if he just wants to be told that he's good looking? Or like he's a nice person?
Potentially.
Like if you always get the compliment, if you're like a comedian
Yeah.
and everyone only says to you,
Yeah.
you're funny. It's like, I'm also a fucking person too. I've never thought of that.
And it's also because he's used all his comedy juice and he can't feel it anymore.
Yeah, that was weird because like this dude is very, very funny. And yeah, he was just like, and he was with like
That party's over.
He was like with 3 hot girls. You know he was about to have a threesome. You know. I guess a
foursome,
foursome. Sometimes I forget to count myself. You know, that's sad. But I was like, you're very funny. And he's, yeah, thanks. appreciate
Wait, what
it.
did you just say?
I said what I said to him.
Well, sometimes I forget to count myself.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to count myself.
That was pretty funny.
But yeah, that's what I said to him, and he was just like, "Yeah, thanks." But like, it wasn't him being a dick at all.
Yeah.
He was nice about
Yeah.
it. He was just like,
He
maybe,
just spent all that emotion.
yeah, I've never fucking thought of that.
Yeah. That's what I figured out in the past month.
Huh. So if a pretty guy or pretty girl is always told that they're pretty,
Yeah. Oh, they don't want to hear it anymore. And it
is that
makes
why
them
is that why a lot of like attractive people
think
are
that they're
insecure?
yeah, because you get it too much.
So you just think it doesn't even phase you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you get that all the time, you're going to have to worry about it a lot.
Whoa. What if everybody instantly started calling them ugly, but then they go back to
They
like their
get used
confident
to it.
self?
I mean, you could be confident being ugly. Like, yeah, I am ugly. Most ugly people are super confident.
That's true.
I'm talking about like homeless levels. You like go up to a homeless person, listen to the way he talked to you.
I
'cause
think
he's
that's also a
fucking
little bit
confident.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean craziness.
When
too.
you're in the sun all day, that's what I learned this week at camp. And when you're in the sun all day, shit gets a little weird.
Yeah.
You get delirious. So I went
yeah,
away.
that's that true.
I went away for summer camp. I left on that's something I never did. That's like such a weird thing for me to
Really?
say. Yeah.
Oh,
my-
they let you stay at home and be on the computer.
literally we were okay, so we got to the camp. I went to this camp for like a freelance shoot, but we got to the camp and we were touring the camp, and this camp is huge. I forgot how many acres it was, but they fucking had everything: skate park, fucking huge pool, rock climbing, archery, anything that a dope camp should have for kids. They had it. Go-karts, fucking dirt bikes. But as we were touring the camp, I was walking with two guys, very funny guys, who just so happened, I'm not even going to say that part actually, walking with two guys, and I was like, I know I just met you guys, but I'm mad at my mom right now, so are you guys willing to like jump into this circle? Well, I'll talk shit about my mom. Here, I'll go first. Fuck you, Mom, huh? You can't take me to camp, huh? Oh, you don't want to take me to camp. You got the money underneath the mattress, but you can't take me to camp. And I was like, all right, guys, you go. And they just laughed and walked away. I was like, oh shit, didn't make friends that time. That wasn't a good move.
I'm so glad you put yourself in that position. That's vulnerability. You
Yeah,
learned it.
I went from it. It's weird. I felt like I thought going to camp with these people was going to be like super easy, which when I look back at it, it was very easy. But I felt like I was back in high school the first 2 days. You know, how
really?
we always say like, oh, if we go back to high school, I'd fucking kill it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I was shy at all, because I still was interacting with people, but I couldn't like connect with anybody because I felt like this wall, and I think it was all something that was inside of my head. I was overthinking the situation, as you know, because they were all friends already, really close friends, kind of like the SourceFed family. How everybody there is really close friends for the most part, and I was like the outsider. And I was like, oh, I've been on the opposite side, being at SourceFed, and when somebody new comes in, trying to make them feel welcomed, but like no one really ever clicks that fast. And if they do feel too welcomed in the beginning, everyone's always like, oh, that person's like overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah.
No one ever likes that, even
Yeah.
though like that's in your head what you think you should do. Oh, be charismatic, be super friendly. But sometimes it's too much.
Yeah.
But those first 2 days, I was like, oh fuck, I'm an outsider, because
I'm never really worried about that.
this was like straight up cafeteria style eating, so there's just tables everywhere.
Yeah,
And
oh.
this is a crew, so production sits together, all the talent sits together, the managers sit together, and the people that work at the camp sit together. I was like, where the fuck am I gonna sit? Oh shit.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of
With
bounced
the
around.
host.
I didn't sit with the host at first, but towards the end of the week, and then I was sitting with the host. And I think production didn't fuck with me because of that.
Oh, really?
I hope none of them here. Actually, I don't give a fuck. None of them fucked with me. Like during the day, they wouldn't even look me in the fucking eye.
Oh, yeah?
You know that thing? I think was it you or Donald Glover? Somebody said, no, it had to be Donald Glover. You're not half. You know how Donald's half? He said he wasn't accepted by the white community or the black community.
No, that's me, too.
But you're not half. Oh yeah, but also because of the whole nerdy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, I was like, I'm not accepted in the production, even though I'm here to do production, because I'm fucking with the host. And
Yeah.
I'm not accepted in the host area because I'm not a host and I'm on production.
Yeah.
So I was like, where the fuck do I go? I was like torn.
Yeah.
Even though it was cool, everybody, it was just like those couple awkward moments. I was like, oh fuck, this is weird. But then eventually, end of the week, you know, it's fine. I made some friends. We did some things. I fucking was hunting. I got paid to hunt for frogs on the off time. It was
Oh,
like
God, I
midnight. You
couldn't.
could see the stars because we were away from the city. Huge ass frogs in the pond.
And you did what to him?
You just look at them.
Oh, okay. So you just look at him.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Okay.
hunt like catch and kill.
Oh, God,
we were
I
just
was like, ugh.
we just like walked out because it was super dark there. You had to have a flashlight, and we were just looking for frogs, and then we would find them.
That's scary as
I
fuck.
ran from a demon. Dude, I had a great time at camp. I wish that I was there a little too long for like my liking. I was there for a week and sleeping in like a kid's bed
Yeah.
every day and sharing a room with like 3 other grown ass men.
Oh, I couldn't do
It's
it.
like I'm this is cool for the weekend, but all
God.
week. And then they had bed bugs and shit.
No way.
I had a true camp experience.
yeah, you did.
Literally everything that would happen at a camp. Like I didn't like, you know,
Get my first kiss.
I
or
didn't. Yeah,
nothing.
that's what I was gonna say. I didn't kiss the popular girl or anything like that. I did think, which is like a weird. No, it is a weird thought.
I like how you're trying to kiss the popular girl, and I'm just trying to get my first kiss. I was like, anybody.
I mean, same. When I was in high school, I aimed big, but I never landed successfully.
Oh my god, I love so many girls in high school.
Did the popular girl know who you were?
Yeah.
Well, let me change that. The popular girl who you had a huge crush on didn't necessarily have to be number
Ooh,
one.
the one that I really had a crush on,
Did
I
she
stayed
ev-
away from her.
Oh, really? Why? Nervous?
I guess so. Yeah, I wouldn't do that these days. But
Yeah. Same here.
yeah. I'm like, you don't have that many opportunities, man.
Wait, so
Yeah.
did she ever talk to you? You never spoke.
I just like looked.
Damn.
Oh my god, she's so beautiful, and she had a mole. Oh, god damn it, Jessica
that-
Saavedra. Oh,
Was there hair coming out the mole?
that's just one of them.
Damn, I don't remember mine.
I don't know if there's hair,
Alicia?
but probably.
Fuck, I don't remember her name.
Oh,
All I know is I'm
God.
still scarred, and I think about it every day when
What happened?
the boyfriend stole the flowers that my mom sent
Oh,
on my
yeah.
behalf. Like I think about that shit all the time.
Yeah.
He straight up claimed them.
Yes, he
How
did.
can you be that big of a douchebag at the age of 13?
Yeah.
Like how can you be like, yeah, I didn't send those flowers, but I'm gonna say it so I can fuck.
How could you be that confident that like he's not gonna come up and be like, actually, I was the
Right,
one.
like you're gonna get caught.
Then you're a liar.
And then he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this risk.
she would still get back with him because she'd be like, oh, he just, he was nervous.
Well, that's the thing. When you're the most popular guy, see, the most popular guy and the most popular girl were together.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, what? You gonna dump me? Like, there's no one better than me.
I've been a weirdo my whole life.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad though. It's been fucking incredible.
Imagine being a different person. What if like you woke up tomorrow with a different
I
personality?
worry about that all the time.
Would you be sad?
I'd be sad as shit.
Okay, so what is the complete opposite of you?
I say I feel like I'm always changing, so I don't really know. Mia right
There's
now.
still like a core to it.
Yeah, there
You're
is.
very
There-
manic. You're very funny, and like I don't know what the word I'm thinking is, but it's like ADHD. Like you can't fucking. I guess that's manic.
Do you think those are things I can't change?
No, I didn't say that, but I'm
I'm
saying
not
like
like-
that's what you are.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wonder about that too.
Like you're constantly thinking of something. You love comedy. You love telling jokes. You love going from being super serious to not serious at all. So like with the complete opposite. What
so
the
now
fuck-
that you laid it out, I feel like now I know
you
exactly what I
can't-
have to do to not be myself.
you can't look in the mirror anymore. Take a look. Do you like what you see? Your shirt's off. You've been getting a little too big. I'll be honest.
I know. I really like. It's like I've had this. It's been good. I don't work out. I exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I'm doing it for the endorphins. I need energy.
I think that's the same thing, right? Oh, you're saying like people work out, they're trying to get muscles.
Yeah, they're like, man, summer's coming up. Let me start. I'm like, no, I need this because like when you have exercised a lot, you'll like feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It's ironic that you have to hurt yourself to feel good because working out is just hurting yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
well,
now
it's breaking your muscles, right, or some shit like that.
I don't know,
Or tearing
them,
your muscles.
yeah.
That's why you get sore because that's to
Yeah.
rebuild. Don't quote me on that shit. I don't know shit about that. But all the dudes at camp, a lot of the white guys on the team are fucking jacked.
Oh yeah.
They all look like fucking Hercules. I don't know why or how they do that. Like, you're 22, 24.
I know, right?
Where'd
I
you
used
get
to
the
feel like
time
that in high
to
school.
fucking get jacked?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like, we're not The Rock jacked, but like, they're pretty up there. They look like they training to be a wrestler or some shit. It
man,
was pretty shocking.
I got some new goals on my mind.
Like what?
Okay. I don't know.
Back on that late night?
No, I still don't. I feel like no.
Oh, the stuff we talked about last night? The not career stuff, the personality stuff?
Oh no.
The what?
No, I'm thinking. Never mind. I'm sorry I brought anything up.
You do that a lot on a podcast.
I do in life. I just feel like because I feel like once I dictate something, I naturally am like, all right, never mind. I'm gonna do something else.
You kind of do that.
Yeah, it's and that's why I keep things to myself because then I can just do it. Mm-hmm. So
I think the past 4 times you've asked me to shoot a video for you, and then when I say yes, the day of, you just don't bring it up.
I just stop.
And then if I text you, you're like, nah, I don't have an idea.
I can't. I've been having trouble focusing on things like that recently.
Really?
I mean, well, I'm doing my show, and that's taking a lot of my energy.
Mm-hmm.
People be like, and it's like my extra ones. It's like I want to do that too. I hate being behind a computer now.
Really?
Yeah,
So if you had an editor?
yeah. If I had an editor, Luis has spoiled me.
Really?
Yeah, and Luis is much better than I am, and I'm just gonna be disappointed.
That's the hard thing, because he's really good.
Yeah.
So if you're not even half as good, that's the
Gonna
hard
look
part.
Shitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel like it's shitty.
Because editing is important. Do
And
you
like,
think?
I
What?
could develop that skill, but
Yeah. I mean, it's not too hard. It's just time consuming.
I just don't know if that's something I want it to.
What if
do.
you edit and then also sit on a yoga ball, because then you're working out at the same time? And then if you bounce, it's kind of like you're doing sit-ups.
I need a desk though, dude.
I need a standing desk.
I need.
Do you think I'm only bringing this up because you've put it out into the world. Do you think having a girlfriend is a part of why you have lost some focus on that?
I didn't say that.
That was a question. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Why do you say that with hesitation?
Because
That's
I don't know. Because I feel like I haven't done less work. I for sure haven't done less work.
Hmm.
I've been on it. I've focused on developing myself instead of the things that I create.
Damn,
And,
that's pretty deep.
yeah,
What if you never developed yourself?
I would still be in the same rut that I was before.
Yeah. It would be like, I feel how you felt when you were in that apartment making videos like every day.
Yeah.
That era.
Uh-huh.
Like remember how stubborn you were? I
Yeah.
was like, Will, you don't know if you will be like that in 5 years.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, no, I'm going to be like this when I'm 25, when I'm 30. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
That was like, you were so stuck in your word. Mm-hmm. And
now I'm not.
But it was weird because you weren't even, how some people, when they're like just being stubborn, you can tell that they truly don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you believed that you weren't going to change. I was like, dude, I'm telling you, you will be different in 6 months.
Yeah.
And that was just because I was older than
Yeah,
you and just going through all of that.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. But now you're just so the opposite. And you're like, yeah, most likely, probably gonna change.
Yeah. I'm just aware now.
I wonder if that's just getting older.
For sure. I think I live life a little differently than most people because I kind of like am I'm kind of like looking at myself all the time.
Literally, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I feel like I'm always like, I feel like I'm kind of in third person usually. I exist in my brain and I'm kind of watching my body.
Do you think if you can, you know how what the fuck, Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
The view is third person?
Oh, I would love to do that.
If you can just switch back and forth, do you think you would live in third person more often?
Yeah, I'd be my own god, but I'm the god
Oh,
of me.
wow. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
It would be like you as a puppet and you're just kind of controlling it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What if you had to control with a remote controller? Kind of like the game.
Nah, that's too much. So how do I have hands?
Will there ever be a part?
I'm just existing as an entity.
Most likely not when we're alive, but do you think in the future there'll ever be a time where it's kind of like, I think that's the Matrix. You sit in a chair, put on a mask, and you just live in a virtual reality?
Yeah, I think, like, honestly, we're coming up with some scary shit day by day. But what I've realized is that certain things haven't been changing. What most of the technology is right now is making things that are technological even better. We're improving technological things, which is fine. We can keep doing
Right.
that as much as we want. When we start intruding on real life things like how you brush your teeth or how you interact with things in the real world, once someone figures that out, then it's all over.
I mean, I don't see a harm in brushing your teeth, but like maybe like
No, that's-
eating or like dressing yourself.
Everything that is innately human, we need to be able to do it ourselves. Cleaning yourself, you need to do that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That should not be the push of a button. Eating, That should
That
not
would
be
be
the push
so
button.
cool, though.
Yeah, it would, but it's just that it just degrades humanity. That
Imagine
way.
you press a button and a Pop-Tart flies out.
I would
that's-
love that.
that's
And
kinda
you
like
have
a
an option to say,
toaster.
"I just want Pop-Tart crumbs."
Yeah.
And
Oh
I'm
my
like-
god. Or I want it shredded up into a milkshake.
Yeah.
That would be the dopest shit ever.
Yeah.
I would gain a lot of weight, but that would be the dopest shit ever.
It would be really cool, and we turn into the people from Wall-E.
Really, the only thing I still have only kind of seen that. Really, the only thing I want is the driving car. Like, drive me, all right, so I can focus on my
too.
other shit.
Me too.
And then no one's gonna crash because it's all computers, unless
Yeah.
someone hacks the system, and then we're all fucked.
Cars would be perfect if it was like a 3-seating. If it was 3 seats and you could just sit in the middle, that's how I would feel. And then you didn't have to drive. I could do so many other things in that time. But then again, it's fun driving because you can focus.
I did learn that when I went to Portland.
Yeah.
Fuck, we haven't podcast since then. I love driving now at nighttime with music on.
Yeah.
And I realized I was doing it wrong. And even though this is illegal, I did it anyways. If you wear headphones and drive at nighttime and everyone else is sleeping and listen to whatever you want to, fucking music or a podcast, it's incredible. I was in the middle of nowhere and I was having a great time.
Yeah.
I actually listened to like 2 episodes of Shoot and Text Back and I was laughing. Sophia was
crazy.
like, I heard you laughing while you were driving. I was
At
like, what
your
were you
own
doing?
shit.
Yeah, at my own shit. We were different.
I play things out the speakers because it's real safe, and because I like to drive from here to the Bay Area, and what I find is when I'm past Santa Clarita, and like when I'm about 2 hours out where I'm like far from both of my homes, it frees me for some reason.
Yeah, it kind of takes like the stress and pressure
Yeah.
off your fucking shoulders.
Yeah, it's like
You feel free. It's a good
I
way to put
will
it.
deal with that when I'm over there.
And it's kind of like you lose service too.
Yeah.
Like when I'm through those hills, I don't really have a lot of good
Yeah.
service. So I can't even check emails. I can't
Mm-hmm.
check tweets. I can't check, like, if anything's wrong, if this house is on fire, I don't know
It
yet.
forces you to be immediate. What my mom used to do all the
it
time,
does.
and I'm sure she still does, I just don't live there, is she'd get frustrated with whatever, because moms do that, and she'd go,
Especially yours.
especially mine, and she goes, I'm mad, I'm turning my phone off, and I'm going away.
She announces that to the group.
Everybody, all the time.
Oh, really?
And we just I think that's why my mom has forced me into independency, because she's very independent.
Damn, I can't remember, and this is sad. I can't remember the last time I purposely turned off my phone. I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh, me
Like
either.
turned it off just to ignore everybody.
Yeah.
I'll just like leave it in a room
Yeah.
and walk away.
And my mom always does that. And I think,
Damn, that's making a statement.
yeah.
If you turn your fucking phone off, announce it to the group. That's
Yeah.
like, don't even try to talk to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm done with you right now. All right? I don't want to fuck with you. I want to go somewhere where you're not there and I hear cha-ching, ding, boing, 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 ding, ding, ding. Damn, I
All the
want to go.
time.
I want to go there with your mom. That would be fun.
Oh God! Every time my mom comes here, I think I'm gonna try to take her to a casino.
Well, I thought they were all coming down.
Yeah, they were, and I think we're moving that to August.
Damn, that's far.
Yeah,
Well, that's how family is, though.
It
It's
is.
like, it's not, all right, let's move it to next weekend.
Uh-huh.
Let's move that to maybe the first quarter of next year.
Yeah,
see
what are
if
we
can-
doing Christmas?
Yeah, we'll see if we can squeeze that in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to Harry Potter Land or whatever the fuck it's
yeah.
called.
I think we can go because we're gonna go. I don't. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can go.
It's just, it's like, should I waste money on that?
I think we should go to Disneyland one more time.
Really?
Yeah.
I think maybe we should just buy the pass.
I mean, I'm down to bypass.
How many of y'all are trying to go to Disneyland with us and get fast passes for us, but use your card so we can just kind of go on all the rides a lot of times?
But only me and Darren alone.
Yeah, just us two. So, bring 2 of your friends, get the fast passes for
Actually,
the boy.
that would be fun going to Disneyland with our people because I don't know. I haven't been in a group before in a long time in my life.
But what if you're
Disabled.
what if there's one disabled? No. What if there's one person that always has to ride alone?
And they have hemorrhoids.
Yeah, and they have hemorrhoids. So you can't even sit next to them if you want
Hey,
to.
look, man, if you got hemorrhoids, don't come.
You just made like 3 people real sad. Maybe even more than that. I think the statistic is like 4 out of every 8 people have hemorrhoids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that you just busting your own ass?
No,
I don't understand hemorrhoids.
I just made that statistic up, but yeah, that's. I mean, you popped some shit.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what hemorrhoids are. I'm
you-
just doing this bit because I remember when I was a kid, my mom would watch Austin Powers and they were making fun of hemorrhoids.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, something stupid off
when
that
you,
movie.
That's when you push too hard. Damn, look, we asked for questions. Look how many we got. We asked for. We ready to do the questions?
Yeah, it's
You have anything else you want to share? Anything-
I had a bunch of things I wanted to talk about, but I forgot them all. Just subscribe to people. Be like,
You didn't write any notes down?
hell no.
Why not?
I don't know.
Thank you to everybody that came to our live show at the Hollywood Improv.
Oh yeah, have we not podcasted since then?
We haven't. Thank you to the Hollywood Improv in general. We appreciate you, and hopefully one day we can. Hey, maybe one day we can do that same show, but better again. I think it was a good show. I had fun doing it. I just remembered I slapped a man. That was really cool. Do you remember that guy? Mm-hmm. He was the one that wants to be a nomad.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy one time. Yeah, thank you for coming. We appreciate it, and hopefully we can do some shows in other cities very soon or soon-ish. We don't know. What about our mixtape, Will?
Oh yeah, we're making one.
What's that? What, give some details. I know, but they don't.
Darren and I are gonna make a mixtape of music, sounds, vibrations, things that.
Sound to the dad die.
Please open yourself up to it in the messages. It's written in the context.
All right, so we're gonna put out a mixtape.
I got the juice forever.
It's called "I Don't Need No Questions."
I don't need no questions.
So please don't come at me.
I don't need no questions, so don't come at me. Don't take invitations from the academy.
That's the first track song.
Yeah.
That's the single. But yeah, I don't know. We always working, baby.
Hoods, walls, and allegories.
My EP is currently one song away from being completed.
Boy.
I have the cover art. I sent the first song out today to be mixed and mastered. I have the concept for the first music video, and let me tell you, it's fucking dope.
Cool.
I'm excited. I'm hoping. Fingers are crossed for a late June release. But shit happens. I don't know. We're gonna try our best.
Dude.
But very soon. Very,
Do you
very
remember
soon.
the last time you finished an EP?
I do. Very, very well.
Scion time.
That was like 9 months ago, I think.
No. Oh shit, that was one too.
Wait, what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about
Gas
baseball camp.
Baseball Camp Part 3. Fuck, I keep dropping my
Gas
phone.
station.
Don't even mention that EP. That's oh shit, this will be my third EP. Damn, imagine how good I'm going to be by my fucking 15th EP. Or like maybe... I want to... Chance the Rapper has yet to release an album yet. I think that's fucking cool. And he's already mainstream.
He is mainstream.
I guess, in a sense. He's not like pop mainstream.
Yeah.
But he's like, a lot of people know about him.
God, that must be an honor being pop mainstream.
Also scary.
Yeah, losing it.
I wonder how many of them still make decisions on their own.
So many people can get it. The hard part is keeping it.
The hard part is keeping it.
I think that's Dr. Dre.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Even though Dr. Dre didn't write a lot of his lyrics.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's more of a producer.
I mean, what if the message gets out there, who cares? I wish I was somebody's ghostwriter.
You can be. You just got to get good.
I could do it now. Just tell me what you want to say, and I'll tell you how to say it.
Here we go. So this week, instead of doing emails, we thought we'd change it up a little bit, and we are...
Bring in live Chinese women.
Oh, shit. That would be so much better.
What if I really
We
had
should do
three
weird
Chinese
things like that on the
women?
podcast.
Bring 3 Chinese women in? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
That actually would have been legit.
Yeah, why not? If we just like... And the thing is, we wouldn't announce that prior.
Yeah.
Some people like to fucking blow their load, and in
Yes,
the beginning,
they do.
guys, make sure you stick around because later on, about
Yeah.
halfway through the show, we're gonna have live Chinese people.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna sneak that shit up on you and put it in the last 2 minutes and never mention it again.
That's art, man.
We need to do shit like that. I
If
would
you're
love
really
that.
paying attention.
What if we had Drake on the podcast for 10 seconds? He just went, yeah, and walked away.
We did the whole episode and he went, Yeah, actually, it was here.
Like he was just sitting there,
Yeah.
and you would hear his laugh in the background, but it would be, yeah, but you just thought it was somebody else, you
Yeah.
know, or Mac learned how to laugh or something, but it was Drake the whole, yeah, I was actually here the whole time. That would be fantastic. That would be art.
If you're a Drake fan, type in Drake laughing on YouTube and enjoy that clip.
Yeah, it's like is it a compilation?
It's just
like
him in that interview.
the compilation, huh? Yeah. He cut that laugh off. He was like, oh shit. That would become a meme if he did that. If he did that today.
Oh yeah, it would be on everything.
Yeah. So we got the questions through Snapchat. This is the first time we're ever going to hear them. So if they are bad questions, blame yourself. Cool. Here we go. Here's the first one.
What would you do if I asked to smash your dad?
Okay, that was from Baby You Crazy.
God.
He said, "What would you do if I asked to smash your dad?" Dude, you know what? I'd give you a condom. I'd just go for it, man.
Dude, you're not getting anywhere near my dad's pants. I'm sure he wouldn't let it.
His dad, his dad will beat your ass.
My dad is like scary.
He will hurt you. My dad, it would, maybe. I don't know. I don't think he's open to that kind of thing, but like, who knows?
I never would have seen my dad in a fight. Here's the next one.
Which one of your moms would have won in a fight? Oh, this is, yeah.
It's for sure yours.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, which one of your moms would win in a fight?
I don't know, man.
For sure, your mom is a scrapper, for sure.
Yeah, but
Oh,
like,
God.
there's some people who, see, I don't know, I've kind of seen my mom throw down, but there's a part of me that believes that your mom can tear some shit
Hell
up
no. My mom, just think about it. My mom is a lot like me. You think I want to get in a fight ever?
too. That's true. That's very true. But I mean, like, shoot, if your mom...
If it came down to it?
If it came down to it, I'm saying that she might swing first.
Yeah, because she gets mad.
Like, for some reason, I can picture this so well that I think it happened. Like, if your mom was playing a slot machine all night, fucking putting nickels into this machine all night,
All night.
fucking maybe spent $500, but like never moved the machine because she just had a feeling that this one is gonna hit big.
Yeah.
She puts in her last nickel, fucking pulls the lever, even though they don't do that anymore. Pulls the lever, ding, 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 doesn't win. But she knows, you know what? $5 more. I bet you I got it. So she goes to the ATM, gets the $5, and while she's walking back, someone scoops up, puts one nickel in, and boom, jackpot. Your mom will beat the fuck out of that person. Tell me she wouldn't. She would be pissed.
She would be pissed.
She would be so. If
pissed.
she worked that machine, I would be pissed.
That's one of the times that my mom goes and gets drunk and then comes back and just tells it like it is. Oh my God. My mom being drunk is the funniest and scariest shit in the world.
Your mom rolls her eyes so much, like her eyes just stay closed. You know when people
Yeah.
roll their eyes
Yeah.
closed? Your mom just keeps her eyes closed because she's still talking shit.
Yeah.
I love it. So we went to what? TGI Fridays?
Yeah. Oh,
She just talked shit the whole time. It
The
was
whole
so good.
time.
I love it. And she says it in such a like a nonchalant way,
Yes,
so
she does.
casual that you forgot that she talks shit.
That's true.
It
That's
just sounded like she
true.
just ordered like a cheeseburger off the
Yeah.
menu, but really she told you everybody in the family's drama.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful.
She really does. My dad tells me nothing. My mom tells me everything.
How come your dad's like that? And you just
Don't know.
maybe he's just always been that way.
I think because when you're in a relationship with somebody, they usually have the things that you don't.
What do you mean?
Like usually people who get in a relationship,
Oh,
like they got
your mom's a gossiper, so your dad's not.
is not a gossiper.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Have
My
you
dad is
ever
a
heard
lead-
your dad gossip? I mean,
Not-
the way he gossips is on the fucking phone.
Yeah,
He's
on the
always
phone.
on the phone.
Always on the phone.
Don't know who the fuck he's talking to.
Just going on. I don't know for years. I don't know.
But he is on the phone talking shit.
Yeah, what makes me laugh is that when Lindsay says that she was at the thing with
Who
at
the fuck
at
is Lindsay?
at the gym with Kanye.
Lindsay.
And he was on the phone and he said he said something like they're taking all my money. They're
Yeah.
trying to take all my money.
They're trying to take all my money.
That's so my dad.
Yeah, 100%. I fucking would die to hear that conversation in person.
Yeah,
Fucking trying to take all my money. And I think that's when Life of Pablo first, not when it first came out, but like when it got the lawsuit shit. I think that was
was
during
it?
that time. I don't know if it has any correlation, but That's what
I just couldn't be on the phone like that in public.
in the gym just screaming. And
Yeah.
you're an A-list celebrity.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what you're talking
Everyone
about.
is leaning a little bit towards you so they can hear.
Everyone picks the machine. Just one more.
Slides it. Yeah. Pick up their machine and slide it a little closer to Kanye.
By the time he's done on the phone, everybody's like running right in front of him.
Everyone's huddled around him. Shit, that's fucking funny. I was watching Kim's Snapchat today, and Kanye straight up, she was like filming it. He straight up fell asleep at a park, and then the
Maybe
next,
that's his new bit.
falling asleep.
Yeah.
The next snap was them walking away from the park in like a quick walk. Quick speed, and she was like, "Yeah, a bunch of kids showed up at the park wearing Yeezys because they saw my last snap. So now we're being followed." It's like, damn,
I couldn't imagine
that many
extra
people watch
life.
it. That in her own neighborhood, if she films her husband or herself or her family at a park, kids are gonna show up.
That's crazy.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
that doesn't sound fun at all. Sometimes I want to go to the park and see no one. That is impossible as an A-list. God damn.
Yeah. I like I
purist.
like to see. I'm at a point in my life where the people that watch me, I love seeing them.
Yeah.
Love seeing them.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine what it's like, but when do you get enough?
When you win a Grammy.
I want to win a Grammy so fucking bad.
Me too.
Just because I'm not like I have messages that I would like to convey that I've been holding on to since my childhood, but also because I want to be like, hey everybody, I have a Grammy.
I want to drink out of it.
Oh, I'm gonna do something more than that. We're putting our.
I'm going to make a sundae. A banana split sundae.
I'm putting horchata with ice in there.
There you go. I'm going to put boba with Thai iced tea in mine. That's it. Damn, that would be dope. What if you brought that shit on stage and made the concoction in front of everybody? Didn't even give a speech. Just like poured a glass of horchata.
You just knew.
Yeah, you knew you were going to win. Like it was you and Nicki Minaj, and this is in 10 years. Nicki Minaj ain't shit.
She will be.
You think in 10 years she'll
Here's
be
the
around?
thing. I spent a lot of my life being like, man, Nicki Minaj. If you really listen to, if you take off the media and everything, if you just listen to Nicki Minaj, you'd be like, damn,
She's good.
she's incredible.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Next one. Should I do it or should you?
Uh,
How come they were both about our parents? Did we ask for mom?
Coincidence? No.
Okay. I don't believe anything's coincidence.
why are you gonna hit me with that one right now?
I'm gonna hit you with a shiver.
And I hit you with a shiver. Big Pikachu 1.
Who is the most fuckboy person? Like, not even who talks to the most girls, who talks about the girls most of the time. Who is attracted to most girls?
What? Okay, what are those multiple questions? Side note: I love this audio thing.
It sounds really high quality.
This is cool. Why is it taking us fucking a year to think about adding Snapchat to this?
I don't know because it's
Now they can hear their voices.
It's a little-
So the question was, who's the biggest fuckboy that we know?
and then it was who talks about the most girls.
Those are two different things because I don't think you equally. I don't think you automatically equate to a fuckboy if you talk about girls a lot. I'm gonna just go with the first question: who's the biggest fuckboy?
Fucking like, you know.
I'm just see that my mind went to Urkel, but even though I don't think he's a fuckboy, but if I knew him in real life, would I think he was a fuckboy or like just annoying?
It's probably like Keith.
Who's Keith?
Keith,
Who's Keith?
the editor.
What's his last name? I don't remember. I don't work there
I
anymore.
forgot.
So. Oh really?
But it's him.
Why him?
I don't know.
Just cause?
Because he helps me all the time, and I don't like being helped.
Oh, it's that thing. Huh?
Yeah, it's
because
like-
now you feel like you owe him.
Yeah, and I owe him. Like,
What do you
oh,
owe him?
Like, I got to go set something up for him every once in a while.
I mean, that's how life goes. You scratch your back, yeah, you scratch your back, then
Fucking
you scratch his back.
piece of
Fucking
shit.
rotate.
Like, I'll like send him a message, and like he'll respond quickly.
Oh, what a fucking dick. How can you be that big of a prick? This is a corporation, man. It's like HR is right in the
Start a
fucking...
song with that. How can you be that big of a brick? Boom.
Oh, damn. Okay, so you say Keith. I say I'm going to go out on a limb.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm going to say my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck boy central.
I mean, she's fucking with the biggest, which is me. That's a title that I'm proud of. I would really say, like, I claim that one, and I'm okay with that. Like,
Wait, you're the biggest fuck boy?
yeah, but it's supposed to be that I know, and I can't really. That's kind of a cop out if I say myself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with number 2, and that's her.
I'm gonna stick with my decision.
So Keith, you know,
I performed too much today. I'm feeling empty.
you're feeling empty.
I've used up all my receptors. Like,
Really?
I'm gonna be honest, yeah.
That's okay. Here we go. The next one.
As artists, what really gets both of you motivated? And a little bonus question: how do you tell you like somebody?
What gets you motivated, and how do you tell if you like somebody? That was a guy. So if you look at that person and your dick gets hard, you most likely like that person. Or like they make you laugh, and like then you're like, oh shit, my insides are getting weird feeling and like fluttery. Then you might like them. How do you feel, Will?
How do you know if you like somebody?
Yeah. Or how do you stay motivated? Answer whatever one you like.
I think you know you like somebody when you want to hear what they have to say.
Mm.
Well, that's how it is for me. If I really like somebody, I'm like constantly asking them questions. Is that I just yeah.
My favorite thing about human interaction is gaining someone's perspective.
Oh yeah.
There's someone that I talked to this past week who had such a fucking interesting perspective and such an interesting way to display it. You know how like Maureen would always text in like poems?
Yeah.
That person only spoke that way.
Yeah, I always wanted to be
And
that
it was
way.
like it was so weird, and it came so effortlessly to that person. I was very attracted to it.
If you spent a lot of time with him, you probably absorb it.
Yeah, he's really cool.
I've learned recently that I'm a big sponge, and so is my sister.
Yeah.
Because you remember my sister used to be like, I couldn't understand my sister because she spent too much time with, so she'd always be like, pretty ghetto.
I love how you just censored yourself.
Beautifully. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
And now that she's like gotten out of that, I feel like I'm the same way. Like if I spend some time with people, I'll pick up no matter what it is.
Well, she took one step out and you took one step in.
Yeah.
So now
Or
you guys can mesh.
Yeah, now we can mesh for
you
sure.
can vibe.
Yeah, I've just like when you were talking about that Gambino line, what happened, how I felt was when I grew up, everybody said I was so white all the time, and I didn't get it because I grew up in the hood. And
Right.
if you like they say on the Boondocks, if you speak proper here, people act like you're fucking, what's up with you, white man?
Yeah.
And then I moved to LA where I was submerged in white people. Most white. I learned what Jewish people were. And like
Jewish.
and I was around a lot of white people, and they'd always be like, man, like, that's so black, that's so like ghetto. And I'm like, wow. I just felt like I was in between two different worlds. And over time, I've developed into an adult, and now I know how to communicate with both sides. So I feel very blessed because of that.
Gambino had a line. You brought up Gambino, and I was listening to the song Candler Road. I think that's what it's called. Fuck, I don't remember. He has a line, and I'm gonna butcher it, but it was something kind of like, y'all just take selfies to remember. Rich people just go there again. Something along the lines of that. That's fucking horrible. That's not verbatim. But I just thought that line was so dope.
Yeah.
Because, like, if we go to the Bahamas, we're most likely going to take a lot of photos. Or, the average person would take a lot of photos to remember it. He's like, we're so rich or we're so dope. If we want to remember it, I'll just fly back.
Yeah.
I thought that was the dopest, like, most clever
Yeah.
way to say I got a lot of money.
Once I need to make enough money that I can leave the city easily.
Yeah.
I-
And not have to think about it.
That would free me up to so many better ideas.
I hate having to, like, go on Airbnb and find the best deal.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find the best spot.
Yeah, that would be much better. But I
But,
don't know
like-
whose life is like that.
Very rich people, very successful people, or lucky people. Maybe they won the lottery. Who knows?
Yeah, and they probably if you've spent your life like that, you don't even understand how great that is.
How do you stay motivated?
It's different every day. And you constantly have to find new ways, new things that inspire you to want to improve yourself and do better.
Do something different.
Right now, what motivates me is that I feel like I've gotten onto the cusp of understanding myself, and I have to push myself to go into as many branches as I can. I'm urging myself to become as limitless as possible. That's my current motivation.
What motivates me is hearing the progression and working on something for weeks and then hearing the final product and actually fucking enjoying it. That motivates me. And that's a hard place to get to because it's hard to finish products. It's hard to finish content, especially when it comes to being creative. But when you do, it is hopefully going to be beautiful. I
think what I'm focusing on right now is I'm I'm trying to spend time in my body instead of my brain, and it's been weird.
My body instead of my brain.
Yeah, I've lived in my brain.
Wait, so that means you're trying to feel things instead of like overthink things,
Yeah,
right?
I've
So-
been pretty successful at it.
That's cool. That's hard to do.
Yeah, it's like it's becoming the opposite of me, but it's also scary.
I want to learn how to do that.
I think you might be the other one. So
Which other one?
the body instead of the brain.
No, because I feel like someone who lives in their body is someone who's living in the moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you probably are a brain person. Yeah, you know what? You definitely are.
Yeah, and like all I think about is all the shit I have to do. Every list I have, and I have to complete it.
Yeah.
Even if I had a list of 10 things, and today I completed 5 things, you should be stoked because you finished half of it. But I'm so worried about when I'm going to finish the other half.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to
And
just like be
I
like.
don't want to fully become a body person. I
Yeah.
want to be a mind person who also knows how to be a body person.
It's all about balance.
Yeah.
That's the most
Sometimes shit gotta go out of balance before it get in balance.
Ha ha ha! You know what I mean, bitch. What if when my EP comes out, one of the podcast episodes, we let me know what you think of this.
Make
but,
it rain on them hoes.
pour champagne on their titties. In the middle of the podcast, before we go to the emails, I performed 2 of the songs live.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about doing that? And you can be my hype man.
That sounds cool.
Yeah?
Did you?
I just thought of it now. Maybe you do a stand-up. We can give them a taste of live She Didn't Text Back.
Wait, where are we doing this at?
Here in my bedroom. We'll
Wait.
just do it live. Like if we're doing the podcast, we're just talking, and then we'll just jump into the emails. Right before the emails, you'll open it with like your stand-up,
Okay.
if you want to, and then I'll do a song
In
or
front
two.
of no audience.
Yeah, that'd be cool though. It'll be
Damn,
fun.
that's top level confidence, man.
That's top. You're fucking killing it in your own room.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give out my address. See, my room is facing the hall. That is where our apartment is, and I can open up my window so you guys can watch. So if I give you my address, you can just come. You can't come inside because I don't want your dirty shoes on my carpet. But you can look through the window, and that could be fun.
Yeah.
You
That's
won't-
like some Shia LaBeouf shit.
You won't hear anything because everything's going into a headphone.
Before we move out of here, we should tell people, like, sneak into this apartment complex.
Well, I mean, I still want to do the last day that we're at this apartment.
Yeah.
I want to give the address out because
Yeah.
there's an alley in the back way, and we'll do
Yeah.
a live show, a live something, maybe a magic show.
That would be
off
incredible
our
if people
balcony.
came.
That would be amazing.
That's because, remember that time we went to Vegas and Drake was performing and people were watching from their balconies?
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah. This is the opposite, though.
yeah. Like this is not a cool show.
Yeah.
He was like he was on top of a pool on a stage.
Yeah.
with fog machines and everything.
Oh, God, killing it.
What did he say? He was like, yo, I was only contractually supposed to do 4 songs, but, y'all giving me love, so let's do 2 more. I'll
And
pay
then
the fee later.
And then he took the thing out of his
Yeah,
ear.
he took the earpiece off. So even though I think, like, that was all planned, like, I honestly think that was to hype up the crowd. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but I feel like
he might have just. I want to believe he just was.
I
like,
do want to believe that he was just like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving this. This is fun. I'm going to do 2
and
more.
He really could just do that.
Yeah, he could.
Because who's going to stop him?
I hear about it a lot, like where promoters will sell artists as them coming to do a show, but they're only doing like, I forgot the word, but they're like doing an act, which means they only do 2 to 3 songs, but the promoter will sell it as a full out concert. So people are paying like $50 to $100 when they think it's going to be a concert, but then the artist comes 3 hours late and only does like 3 songs and then everyone's mad.
Yeah.
But that's just the promoter's fault most of the time, and it's not the fucking
But
artist.
they get the blame.
But the artist gets the blame on
Yeah.
fucking Instagram and blah
Like,
blah blah.
oh, he just wanted to
So
do.
like, that was a Kevin Hart event.
Yeah.
Drake could have just been like paid to do 2 songs and then only did 2 and everyone. I still would have been happy.
I would have been happy too. But
Yeah.
that's because we're pretty big fans and we were in the goddamn front row.
Right? Do you remember how many people were in that line?
Shit.
That line wrapped.
Yeah.
On different levels.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It was weird though, but once everybody was up there, it was still a lot of people. But imagine an amphitheater. Like those
Yeah.
lines must be fucking incredible.
So many people, you're gonna get sick.
But yeah, there was so many Instagram baddies in that line.
I know.
Oh my god.
Huh.
It just went on for days. We waited, 3 hours?
I don't even know. It was too long. It was definitely too long, but yeah.
All right, let's go through some of these quick.
Okay.
Hey Darren and Will, this is Calvin Freeman. I was just wondering what you guys thought about Childish Gambino. Personally, I think he's pretty good, but
Why
I
is
just
he-
wondered what you guys.
He's being mentioned a lot to me recently.
I know it's weird, and I've been listening to him a lot lately.
I know. I came in here. Remember what I told you before I came in here?
Oh yeah, I do.
I was like, and then you were like playing it as soon as I got in there. I was like, oh,
You're about
God.
to have a nightmare. Oh, I was playing him when you
Yeah,
came home.
I know. And
That's hilarious.
I know.
Life is so funny.
It is. It really
Life
is.
is like it. Even without you fucking dictating where it's gonna go,
Yeah.
it's just funny.
It just does that.
Wow.
And
When's the last time I listened to Gambino that you heard?
it's been a while.
Right?
And and he gets mentioned to me when I go different places too.
This is
And
weird.
It's like, all right.
Oh wait, well, I don't even remember his question. What do we think of Gambino? We like him. He used to be our Drake, and then we moved on to Drake because we grew up a little bit. But I still fuck with him. I was listening to his album earlier.
Yeah,
He's still
I think
talented.
I'm sure the next thing that he comes out with will be good because he's spent a lot of time probably absorbing.
Do you remember when we were at SourceFed and I read to you an article that I probably read off Complex, and it said something along the lines of Childish Gambino no longer going to make music
Yeah.
as Childish Gambino.
Uh-huh.
And we were like, well, he's probably just changing his name. But I was like, what if he fucking stops making music? That was what, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
2 years ago, and he hasn't made anything since?
He hasn't, yeah.
Fuck. He's an artist. All right, next
Surely,
one.
having that space to grow is incredible.
We like Gambino.
If I could, my dream, like Darren, at some point in my life, I'm taking a 2-year break. It's anime. You got to go to an island and take 2 years off. Can't wait till I do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Where would you go?
It's
Would you go multiple places, or would you like sublet a place and live somewhere?
Actually, it depends if I want to go nomad or if I want to go just straight up anime. Go to an island.
Are you saying anime?
Yeah.
Is that what happens
Yeah.
Is that
All
a
the
common
time.
trope?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
really?
to an island and train yourself.
Oh, for
Usually with
combat?
an old man.
Sakuda
Yeah.
kind of deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like Gambino.
Are you guys ever going to do a live show in New York, East Coast?
Yes, very soon.
For sure.
Hopefully by the end of the year, but the very latest this time next year.
There's a lot of stress on me right now.
Yeah, I get it. All right, here's the next one.
Can you tell me what time
Do
it
you
is?
think it's possible to make yourself become more
9.
creative?
More creative?
Yeah.
Trust yourself. Oh my God.
I think you should just follow what feels right to you and don't force anything, because the stuff that's the best always comes out organically. I feel personally.
Yeah.
DVD. Come on, answer my question. DVD.
You didn't ask a question, so I don't know how to answer it.
All right, I'll hit one off of.
Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do this in the future. Follow us on Snapchat. Mine is Darren Girdner, no space. Last name is Girdner.
If you guys never worked at SourceFed, what do you think you would be doing now? He didn't say it. He just.
What the fuck was that?
It was a video.
If we never worked there, we'd be doing the same thing, but no one would be listening.
Yeah, probably.
And that's not even because of the fan base that SourceFed provided. I mean, that was obviously a huge help, but we grew as people so much because of that building.
Yeah.
And I will never not give that building props for that, because the fuck I grew. I mean, it also was me growing up, like, physically as a person and kind of figuring myself out, but the things I've learned at that office, whether that's personality-wise or skill set, like fucking technical skills, like, it's crazy. Like, I would never trade that for the world. That shit taught me everything.
I agree. I really went through it.
I don't think that's just specifically SourceFed, though. I think that's whatever you want to do, find a building where professionals do it and go learn everything from them.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, like, because I was in charge of editors. Technically, if you look at like a fucking pyramid thing, the editors were below me. But these editors, some of them knew so much more than I did. But instead of like just being like, oh no, I'm scared, I'm intimidated because I know more and I'm their boss, like I was just like, yo, how do I do that and this and that? And they tell me, and then we all learn together, and that's how you have a cool relationship. But that's how you fucking learn shit.
People always try to make you team leader, and you don't like it, Darren.
Stop trying to make me the team leader. I don't want to make a decision, all right?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know who you guys heard that from, and why I've always got to pick where we're eating or any of that shit, or where we're going, or when everybody's hanging out. I don't want to do that.
People always put it on you because you're the linking friend.
Yeah, don't look at me like that, all right? I'm just like you. Let me be in the corner, too. All right, here's another one.
People are always doing
kind of cheating. But can I use I'm Gone for a music video? Also, read SourceFed Days on fanfiction.net.
No.
I'll say yes to the I'm Gone thing. Go for it. I don't use my music. Go ahead.
We read all of the fucking things that people wrote once. It was fun.
I've never read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. A lot of people ask me every day. Go for it. I appreciate it. Use it for whatever you want. Just credit me in your description. That's all I ask, baby.
Who would be the one to eat ass? Steve, Sam, you, or Will?
I know the answers.
Me too, but I'm gonna let you just ponder on that. Also, why do you want to know? Like,
I know the answer.
I don't think that's gonna change you as a person if you knew that answer. But I've dabbled in it. I've dabbled in it once or twice.
Hey, Darren, I just finished my podcast. You want to be on it with us? That's Alonzo. Hey,
Self-promotion, huh? Self-promotion.
Who wanna rap on Drake or Kanye? My money's on my boy Drizzy all day, every day.
Okay, I got one.
Wait, he said who would win in a rap battle, Drake or Kanye? Kanye. Only because he'd be way more angry. And, like, if you're angry and theatrical, you win.
I would pay money to freestyle with Drake.
Yeah.
The person I really want to, though, would be Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'd be very scared to do that.
That'd be cool.
I feel like if Drake was in front of me, I'd be like, well, okay, hold on. I'm going to just have to do it real quick. But I would be, like, sincerely and
shaking in your boots.
Like,
I love you guys.
Thank
but
you.
I live in Maine, so I couldn't come to your live shows.
Damn.
What do you think the chances are you'll ever come to the East Coast?
Yeah, we'll do that. We plan to. We plan to go everywhere. You know, we're trying to show face everywhere.
I got one.
No, I got one. Same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
How do you deal with being social? Okay, so you're fucking a new bitch. She's got triple titties. What do you do?
Oh man, what did he say? You're fucking a new bitch and what?
And you want to come on her titties.
What do you do?
I don't know if that's what he said, but
you write a letter. You see if that's what she wants. You know, wait for it to so she can get back to you. Wait a couple of days, and
I
then
love asking women what they want.
Is that you get hard?
I mean, I like to be told what to do. I'm the like right now. Just use me however you want. Put my hand there.
Oh, so you don't? Oh, because like it takes away any pressure of like asking.
I'm not trying to be. That's the situation I am not creative in. I'm like, you gotta give me the details.
All right, let's do 2 more.
if you do have to swap, and Darren had to do a comedy set, and Will had to make a song, who would do better?
Will already does music, so I think you win already.
What was the question?
If we swapped places and I had to do a comedy set and you did a music, I think you said album or something. You already started making music, so you have a big
I think
advantage.
after a while you would see that they're very similar.
I mean, I already see that they're very similar. It's just like something I'm not comfortable with, and something that I wanted as a young kid. I more wanted to be like comedian actor and not a stand-up. I always thought that was so cool. I looked up to Jim Carrey so much. I thought he was fucking. I still think he's like a legend.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah, he's. You don't really fuck with him.
Who?
Jim Carrey.
Oh, no, I said a lot of people do. I like him too. Yeah.
Oh, but you know, as I grew older, I realized that's not really what I want. I think Will would definitely.
Yeah, I like to do a lot of different shit, and I feel like it stops me from moving forward in one thing. But we'll see.
No, it's just a slower build.
No.
Who is the most fuckboy person? Like,
what the fuck? Didn't we really hear that? Oh, he sent it to both of us.
How do I achieve my dream?
How do I achieve my dream? I don't know. I'm still working on mine.
That's kind of crazy.
I gotta find a good one.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to make this quick. I recently broke up with my girlfriend of 4 years about 2 months ago. It ended okay. So obviously I cared a lot about this girl. We were together for a long time. Spent a lot of time with her. We broke up because it just wasn't good for the both of us. Long story short, we still kind of talk. She still kind of calls me crying. I try to help her out. Try to, convince her that it's for the best. That being said, I'm curious if I should even be doing that. I mean, she's my ex technically, but I care about her.
Oh man, don't let that shit phase you and keep her on the back burner.
Wait, so like keep her on the side so if you ever
Yeah.
need like a
Just figure out how to talk to her and make sure it doesn't emotionally damage you. And
yeah,
just,
like if you're just texting, like
Yeah.
that's cool. Don't ever try to meet up for coffee though, because that's
No.
when the shit gets bad.
Nah, he says she calls him crying. Like, dude, you just gotta learn. You gotta write down on a piece of paper the 3 things that she needs you to say. Keep saying them, and once you get done with whoever you're with, just get back with her.
I mean, that's probably the best advice that I ever got from Will. You know, he said, you know, keep her on the side, but when you go back hard, but just visit it. You know, don't try to move back in. Just kind of bring some weekend clothes. Bring
Yeah.
a weekend bag, an extra brush.
What did I say about Bluetooth brushes?
I mean, you said not to ever use them because it's bad luck. And if you fall down the drain, you don't know what's going to happen. And not the brush, but you as a person.
Thank you. I'm so glid you remembered that verbatim.
So don't flush yourself, all right? Brush yourself. But really, don't. It didn't work for a reason, all right? Move on. There's other people in the world that will love you.
That's true.
They're hard to find, but let me tell you, they're out there.
And you can see people like that.
Yeah, baby boy. Woo! Let's,
So my question is, how would you get into the popular group in high school? Right now, I'm in the middle of the road, you know?
That's
how do you what?
get to the popular group? See, this is what
Wait.
other people think.
What do you mean?
He said, how do you get into the popular group? This is what other people think. I gotta go join the popular group. Don't do that. Make your group the popular group. Being popular is bullshit, but raise your group up into intensity.
All you got to do is get a group
Yeah.
and then go up to the popular group and punch the motherfucker in the face.
Whoop their fucking ass. Throw a
then-
garbage can at them, Richmond style.
And then you'll see what's up. I wanted to freestyle that answer, but my fucking app with the beats won't open.
That's like
And it's fucking ruining
that's
my
a
shit.
tragedy. I feel like freestyling.
I feel like freestyle. Even though like I have like this weird that's in my throat. It's a camp
work through
cold.
it.
It's a yeah, baby, 1 2 1 2. While you're doing that shit, I'll pull up the last Snapchat. I liked doing this. Maybe we'll do it again in the future.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Always no women got
This one is from Asian Joe.
What up, DVG? What up, William Haynes? I just wanted to know, have you guys ever felt like you were the only ones keeping your relationship alive? I know I have.
Wait, what?
You ever felt like you were the only one trying to keep your relationship alive? I felt
Oh,
that.
like the other person's not even trying?
I've gotten a little bit of relationship experience in my life, and what I've learned is that like it's easy to get in your head about it. Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing that right? Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they giving me that energy back? Sometimes, like, you know, you have to take time out of your relationship to focus on you, and that's okay.
Ooh. Like, so you kind of step away from the relationship
Yeah,
and then
one person might do that. That doesn't mean they love you any less.
a lot of things wrong in life when it comes to human interaction is based off insecurities, which I
Yeah.
think is also stemming from fear. Why are we so scared to talk to other people? We're all just like-minded people for the most part that are trying to learn things and better themselves and gain a new perspective.
Once you understand energy and you can come at anybody, once you can meet anyone at any energy level, then you won't be afraid.
That's what I'm currently working on, trying to match energy with people, especially people who are very manic, but like in a positive way. I feel like that word has negative connotations, even though maybe that's only my own mindset that's putting that there. I want to match people who is way different from my personality.
I've like in the past, what I've always done in energy situations is when someone gives out a lot of something, I'll give out the other percentage. I like to like fill holes.
Oh, so if they're very sarcastic, but they don't really know how to be charismatic, you'll jump in the charismatic bucket.
Somehow I'll like we used to do Anime Club with Reina, and Reina used to have a lot of energy, and I just kind of would come at it. I would just do the
You'd
other
be like
shit.
the awkward one.
Yeah, and if there was
Oh.
nothing I could do about it, that just happened. And I feel like what I learned how to do now is to meet people at their level.
See, that's what I'm trying to gain on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gain that.
It's weird because it's like you're really letting someone into you. I
Really?
learned this from watching Steve.
Oh.
Steve has no idea the shit that he's doing. I've watched him closely for years, and I understand. I think we can both agree Steve is one of the best entertainers we know.
Oh, yeah, by far.
I don't think he knows why. It's because
I don't think he knows.
No.
No, it's not that he doesn't know why. He doesn't know that he's a great entertainer.
Yeah.
The motherfucker could be in movies.
Uh-huh.
Like, and that's just based off meeting a director at a party.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... it's weird, and I always wonder this. It's very hard, and I asked Joe this weekend, are our friends as talented as we believe that they are, as we truly believe that they are, or are they just the funniest people we know? Like, is it because we don't know insert blank and blank comedian actor in real life? Like, maybe they are way funnier than our friends. Or are they just not lucky? And he says he honestly thinks it's just not lucky and work ethic.
Work ethic.
They are very funny, but they're not willing to put in this or that. You know what I mean?
So many people who have like these incredible talents don't want to work for it.
Right. They just want it handed to them.
Yeah, because they do deserve it. They do deserve it, but that's not how the world works.
Yeah, I mean, we have someone in our life who I experienced this when they came over to our house, and I spoke to him for a while, wants to do said creative thing. Is really I believe that this person is trying their hardest, but their hardest, and to be frank, is honestly not good enough because they're unaware of the things that you need to sacrifice and do to get to that stage. They think that, if you do this and that, like the bare minimum. Okay. His name rhymes. Nope, can't do a rhyming thing. All right, I'm going to spell it right here. What letter was that? Yep. All right, the next letter. Okay, next letter. Yep. Okay, the last letter. What did that spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that person,
Wait, the guy from years ago?
No. He is from
You're talking about
yeah. So that person, I'm sorry we had to do that.
Yeah,
that person really wants to do that thing.
Yeah,
and believes in himself and all that.
Yeah,
but doesn't know the proper steps that are required to be said huge rapper.
Yeah,
because I mean, fucking whatever. They don't know who it is, so it doesn't matter if I said rapper. Yeah, I know a bunch of rappers. So. That's the shitty part.
That's true. He doesn't, and like he really is doing his best. But
he's doing his best, and he's like really doing shit. Like he's trying,
and he has these huge goals.
Yeah,
huge goals.
He just doesn't know how he's gonna get there, and it's like I feel bad in a sense. Not that I know how to get there because I'm not there, obviously.
Yeah.
But when you think it's hard, he's coming at it at such a simplistic mindset.
Yeah,
which could be beautiful, and it could make him successful, but when you look at it like at a technical way, it's hard to see that.
Because he's the opposite of you.
Yeah, 100% the opposite.
Darren, if you learned how to be like him, you'd have it all.
Yeah, I would, because he is willing to go really show his music to anybody at a party, and that's when I feel the most uncomfortable about my music. Is when I'm in the room with you and you're a stranger and you're asking me about my music.
Being with someone who's the opposite of you is very good because you can learn a lot from them.
Yeah, that's why I wish they were that couple was around a lot more. I think I learned a lot from them, and they're very funny.
Yeah, very.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know, some bullshit that happened on Twilight.com.
Shit.
Can you believe she's back with Jacob?
With Jake?
Jake.
I mean, I saw that coming 2 seasons ago.
Oh, that's true, man.
I'm just pissed that it happened. I mean, it's like, really? You're gonna just write yourself into a fucking hole like that? Right into the corner.
Yeah.
You walked right into the corner. You knew there was no other way.
You knew Shakespeare called that the Meridian twist.
Fucking bastard-ass motherfucking bitch. I make vlogs every week. I missed this week. Yeah, I did. It happens, all right?
People be like this 4 times.
I was gone all week. Don't interrupt me in my commercial mode. All right? Yeah, I missed this week, but I've been making, like, vlog, documenting the process of making this EP, and I'm going to continue after the EP, and when I go on tour, I'm going to also do it then. So I do them every week. So check them out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Darren Von Girdner. I think that's the link. If you Google DVG or Darren Von Girdner YouTube, it will pop up. Go check those out. I would appreciate that. Will has a channel called People Be Like. If you haven't heard of it, go to youtube.com/People Be Like, where he talks about everything into a mic.
We're really developing this show. We're just trying to make the best content we can. And I'm running through it day and night.
They're moving, they're shaking, they're upgrading. They're having a great time. So go check it out if you haven't already. We appreciate all you guys. And if you can go like our goddamn podcast thing on iTunes, leave a good review, a nice comment, a thumbs up, however the fuck that website works. All I know is it helps us, and I have had plenty of people come up to me and say that they didn't know about SourceFed or anything like that. They just found our podcast on iTunes, and that's because you guys do that. So I appreciate that. If you can do that, that means a lot. Other than that,
great job, Darren.
Motherfuckers, we out here. EP dropping next month, hopefully. All right?
I got the juice for life.
William Haynes, DVG, making a mixtape. Remember that.